Beauty Diaries.
Hello and welcome to Beauty Diaries. I am Namuri Edemioya. Today we continue with the second series of the new normal in the makeup industry. Hopefully, we will be able to cover other sectors in the beauty industry in subsequent episodes.
Beauty Diaries.
Omolola Falaye is a beauty entrepreneur and an expert within the beauty management and trade industry with 17 years worth of experience in dynamic roles across industries. Our company specializes in creating trade education and consumer events for the makeup and beauty industry. In a position, Omolola leverages on her knowledge of project planning cum management. Her years of exposure to the intricacies and dynamics of the beauty industry and a passion for the industry to help beauty businesses and entrepreneurs build profitable and successful brands. Omolola is the founder of Africa's largest makeup and beauty industry trade show, the Makeup Fair Series, which operates in tandem with the vision of the Pop Concepts brand. The platform, which has hosted 59 successful events across 12 major cities, was created with a vision of revolutionizing the beauty business in Nigeria by providing a credible and vibrant trade platform for industry professionals and businesses to expand exposure and increase sales. The Makeup Fair Series is the premier beauty trade show and a direct response to the previous non-existence of beauty trade shows curated exclusively for the makeup and beauty industry. Omolola Falaye is joining us now via Skype. We'll be meeting her shortly.
Beauty Diaries. Beauty Diaries.
Lola, welcome to Beauty Diaries. Good to have you again.
Thank you.
It's been a long time. Okay, I know you're very good at planning and you've planned for year 2020. Then COVID happens. And here we are. What has it been like for you? When you heard of the lockdown, first of all, what did you do?
Okay, so for us, we were just about hosting our 60th edition in Port Harcourt and Owerri for the month of March. And COVID happened. So we quickly had an emergency meeting and we spoke to the exhibitors. We looked at everything, all the possibilities, and we decided, you know what, we need to postpone because health comes first.
Yes.
And this just happened 4 days to the event. So you can imagine we're under pressure, but you know, it is what it is. We didn't have any choice than to do that. We also had some exhibitors who had gone ahead of us, you know, who were already in Port Harcourt already for the event. Some didn't even hear about the postponement, so they already went ahead, you know, but we had to talk to them and we made them understand that, look, we'll just postpone. Let's just wait and see what happens. But we're here today.
Okay, we're here today. So what's next now? What what are you planning to do? Everybody is online trying to make up for not being close together or meeting physically. So I noticed that you've gone ahead to do it. Do I say like a digital version of the makeup fair? How did you arrive at this?
So we sat down, we looked at it critically. We knew that our exhibitors, the calendar was already disrupted already as it is. So the team sat down together and we looked at what can we do. So it was more of we thinking for our exhibitors and probably, you know, their businesses and thinking of ways that we can support them. So we came up with the Makeup Fair Series Live, which is our first virtual makeup fair. And we were doing it for them, of course, free of charge, just to support them, you know, sales, you know, and moral support, basically, you know, just for their businesses. We didn't think that a lot of them would probably accept that, but we're shocked and surprised at, you know, the acceptance. Everybody, of course, came on board, and we have 90 exhibitors signed up for
90?
the Makeup Fair Series Live. 90, yes, 90
Wow,
of
that's a
them
lot.
signed up for. Yes. We actually had to close registration because we were fully booked. For us, we said, this is the first one. Let's keep it at that number. Then come back with the feedback and testimonials. Then we can now decide to host another edition. So we're having this particular one for the end of the month, 26th to the 28th of June.
So will you be able to cope with going on? It's going to be on Instagram only.
Yes.
So
yes, for
how
now.
are you going to cope with, you know, the technicality of it all? 90 clients or 90 brand owners or, you know, sellers. How
So
many
what we want them
days
to
and
do-
how do you intend to go about it?
So 3 days, and we want them to begin to tell their stories themselves. It's more like brand stories. It's going to be more or less and brand awareness for them, as well as sales. So the sales will happen on their platforms, on their IG pages, IG lives. So basically there will be stipulated times when they will all come online. They will all go live.
How do you intend to go about managing 90 sellers, makeup sellers? Let's use that phrase for the days you've specified.
So just like how, the makeup fair physically happening, you know, all these exhibitors have their different stores. So their stores will be their IG pages, and they will be required to go live at different timings. So they would there'll be a timetable showing all the times that the various exhibitors will be going live on their IG pages, but there will also be activities happening on their pages as well as on their website and all that, but they will be required to go live. And when they go live, you know, they would show an indoor exhibition happening. They would have a setup that looks like, you know, a proper, and, you know, some of them have various creative ideas that they put together. Some have speakers, some will be having demos on their demos live, some will having salesperson and freebies, all sorts happening. So this will be happening on the various IG pages, and the Makeup Fair Series IG page will also be live as well. So we will also go live at different timings. Yes. So where we would also bring some of these exhibitors on board at different timings as well, for them to tell us what's happening on their pages and, you know, the offers that they have.
Okay. So this is an experiment you hope will work out.
Yeah.
And people will be able to buy, contact them on their pages and purchase whatever products they have to sell.
Yes.
Okay, so this is June now. If before the end of the year, let's say October, we're all allowed to move around, do you see yourself coming back to some states to have the makeup fair?
The way it is already, the calendar is already disrupted. So we had 14 events planned for the year. We've only had the Kano event, which happened on the 1st of March. So we have 13 events pending. the way it looks from the meetings we've had, we've moved the calendar to 2021. If by October, like you said, we're allowed to move, the only event that might likely happen is the December event, which is in Lagos and Abuja.
Oh, okay.
If that doesn't happen, we are moving the entire calendar to start off in 2021.
Oh, okay. Oh. So sorry about this, because I know you plan and you do a lot of things, but I trust you'll be able to work out new ideas henceforth in regards to the makeup fair. Am I right?
Yes, we will. We also have several other projects that we have, and we will be launching those projects from the month of July, but everything will be virtual.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lola, for joining me on Beauty Diaries.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, and stay safe, yes?
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Beauty Diaries.
Shabby, you want banga, banga. You can never top on spinal. Never top on fado. I get you more. I'm a timo. Go to Shalaye. Oh yeah, wait for the moolah. I say wait for the baba. Oh yeah. Let me see what. Let me see what. Oh yeah. Get off, baba. Let me see what. Let me see what. Come, let's calculate. How much you bet, how much you pay. I want to be for what you get. I want to be for what you get. That be the intellectual. That be the give them actual. I'm a lecturer. Let the mare bless you with body.
Beauty Diaries.
We talked to Omolala Faleye in Lagos about the Makeup Fair series, and now we know the issues most of the makeup artists, makeup brand owners are facing in their businesses because of COVID-19. In all of this, we last week talked to Tara Feladurotoye, CEO House of Tara. So now let's go to Kano and talk to another makeup artist, Bahija Sheubawa. Is the owner of Makeup by BJ. Hello, Bahija. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine.
Good to have you on the program.
I'm honored, actually.
Good.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
Now, Bahija, let's get to know you better first before we go into, why we called on you to talk to us today. How long have you been in the makeup business?
8 years now.
8 years?
Yes.
And I looked through your Instagram page and I see it's one studio out of this world. But hey, I'm not here to promote you. But I'll say you're doing a very good job.
Thank you so much.
Now,
Thank you.
I talked to Ronald the Seventh and some other makeup artists. They've all been, telling us how prepared or how ready they are or how they are preparing for the new normal in the makeup industry. So tell me, back in Kano, how did the pandemic affect your business? How did you come back? And if you are back, that is. And if you're back, what are the measures you have put in place to make sure that your staff are safe, you are safe, and your clients are also safe?
Okay. Since the pandemic started and we are a touch-based industry.
Yes.
So I think we've been closed for 3 months.
Okay.
And we have a lot of responsibilities since we have 25 staff.
Yes.
So we had to make a decision to gradually open and put measures as in place. So once you come into the studio, your temperature is going to be checked, and you'll be given a hand sanitizer. You have to have a mask, a face mask that is, and we give gloves as well. So we actually advise clients to change from home, so that as soon as they get to the studio, we start their makeup. So the makeup artist has to already have sanitized brushes and their face mask on and gloves and face shields to avoid any contamination or infection. Sorry. And after the makeup is done, all surfaces and all the stools, basically everywhere the client has touched or has had contact with will be sanitized immediately.
So far, it's been okay. Have the clients been cooperating?
Yes, clients have been coming. At first, it was slow, but once they've started seeing all the measures we have in place from all our social media handles and channels, and gradually we're taking one day at a time, actually.
Okay. So what other measures are there? During the makeup, of course, your girls or your staff rather are using gloves, which I learned you've always used before COVID-19 pandemic started.
Yes.
So let's talk more about the gloves.
We've actually been very meticulous with our hygiene process even before the pandemic. We have headbands and capes for every client, and it has to be laundered for every client. So it has not actually been a major change for us, since we've always been very key on hygiene, really.
Oh, okay.
So it was just for us to step up our game.
Now let's compare the clientele you had before the pandemic and now. Has it reduced? Is it the same, or has it increased?
It has reduced for the makeup industry because, since we're not only a makeup studio now, we have other services. For the other services, it has actually increased. And for the makeup, since we have no events now holding in Kano, it has reduced.
Okay.
So that's why we're taking it one step at a time, trying to get our message out there. We're taking it one day at a time.
One day at a time. So what advice do you have for your colleagues in the makeup industry in regards to all of this? Something to share?
Yes. I think the best thing to share at this moment is treat people well, because one way or the other in all our journey, we need people to grow. And it's worth it. It might look like it's so much now, but it's totally worth it to have these measures in place for this period.
Okay.
Always persevere as well. We need our sanity.
Interesting. Thank you so much for your time, and well done with all the good work you're doing back there. Hopefully when the road's clear, I'll be in Kano.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Bye now.
Beauty Diaries.
That was Bahija Shehu Bawa from Kano, a makeup artist resident in Kano. Now we know that the makeup industry have their issues. Everybody's trying to adapt as other industries. So for you, the makeup enthusiasts, you still have opportunities to still look good. If you have photo shoots, if you have other things to do aside going to a party, but all the same, it's what we have to do right now. And with that, we end today's edition of the program. The social media platforms are all there. I want to say special thank you to those that send their videos expressing themselves about, having their makeup done and all of that. Special thanks to Omolola Falaye and Bahija Shehu Bawa for coming on the program. Follow us on our various social media platforms. The information is on the screen. And let's take the show further from here onto the platforms. My name is Namure Ejemioya. Till I see you same time next week, remain beautiful inside and out. Bye for now.